And finally, after years of divisive rhetoric, we found something that truly unites politicians: high-strength adhesive.
Joe, that's quite the opener. Are we talking about a new bipartisan infrastructure bill or something stickier?
Oh, much stickier, Jane. Welcome to the Daily Roast Radio, the Sunday evening edition. I'm Joe. Quick local check before we dive in. It's Sunday, 29 March 2026, about 0952.
Outside right now, overcast, 2C, feels like -1C, wind 4 kilometers per hour. Basically, dress for drama and keep your coffee close. And I'm Jane, wrapping up a truly unhinged Sunday. We've got a lot to get through tonight, from quantum politics to empathetic internet crashes.
Indeed, a real grab bag of human absurdity, perfectly timed for your evening unwind, before the week starts again and our collective epidermis considers early retirement.
Don't remind me. My skin is still filing grievances from last week's news cycle. But first, let's dive into that political glue trap.
Right. Our top story from the world of politics. CPAC delegates adhere to Trump. Physicists investigate unprecedented MAGA-Bond phenomenon.
So what happened here, Joe? Were they just really, really enthusiastic about the platform?
Turns out, whenever former President Trump's name was uttered at CPAC, delegates inexplicably started physically adhering to each other. Experts like Dr. Sticky Fingers from the Institute of Political Polymerization initially blamed quantum entanglement.
Quantum entanglement, not just enthusiastic handholding? And why does this matter, beyond the obvious logistical nightmare?
It matters because this MAGA-Bond phenomenon escalated, Jane. They formed self-aware political blobs. The adhesion was ultimately traced to Trump brand superglue in the welcome bags. A new form of political unity, I suppose.
This reminds me of the time in the old newsroom when Dave from accounting accidentally glued his tie to the coffee machine. It took 3 hours to untangle him.
A classic. From sticky politics to sticky digital ethics. Next up in technology. Decentralized deception suffers meta fraud as Google review farmers are scammed by their own bosses. Authenticity market in chaos.
So the people paid to write fake reviews got scammed by the people paying them to write fake reviews? Is this like a fraudception?
Exactly. Thousands of review farmers paid in crypto were scammed by their own anonymous employers. The irony is thicker than a 5-star review for a single-star product. Professor Satoshi Nakamoto Jr., a blockchain ethicist, called it the natural conclusion of a trustless system.
And the impact, beyond the obvious poetic justice?
It's plunged the entire fabricated endorsement industry into chaos. Scammed review farmers are now planning to use AI to unleash recursive reviews on their former bosses. The circle of digital life.
Oh, the internet is going to eat itself. Speaking of things eating themselves, our next story from business. UK shoppers paralyzed by Iran war fear mistakenly broadcast directly into smart fridges, halting all non-essential snacking.
Yes, consumer confidence collapsed because a government fear broadcast accidentally saturated smart home devices. Dr. Chilled Out from the Institute of Algorithmic Anxiety reported a 90% drop in late-night cheese consumption.
So people are literally too overwhelmed by geopolitical dread from their fridges to buy anything beyond luxury bunker items? My own epidermis just shivered.
Precisely. And a government bliss bomb antidote backfired, causing emotional whiplash. Experts are now proposing emotional data caps to prevent future niceness-induced meltdowns.
All right, quick word from the Daily Roast.
Stay tuned, because after the break, we're back with more of today's most absurd headlines. You can find our daily radio episodes, fresh satire stories, and weekly top list by searching The Daily Roast wherever you get your podcasts.
And we are back. From the world of science, Global Science Collective officially throws towel into primordial swamp. 2-foot dragonfly problem declared too hard.
They just gave up? Unexplaining giant bugs? What's the 2-foot dragonfly problem?
For decades, scientists have struggled to explain how ancient dragonflies could grow to 2 feet long. Now they've officially abandoned it, citing intellectual exhaustion. Professor Bugout from the Paleontological Frustration Society said, "Some mysteries are just too fabulous to dissect."
A leaked memo suggested the dragonflies shrank, not due to biology, but out of sheer ancient insect vanity, having peaked at 2 feet. I guess even prehistoric creatures deal with self-esteem issues.
The scientific community is now focused on more pressing issues, like why my socks disappear in the dryer.
Next in entertainment, Olivia Dean's unprecedented winning streak forces MOBO Awards to consider new participation trophy, redefining losing.
Olivia Dean keeps winning everything, creating a global crisis for the concept of losing. Awards bodies are considering non-competitive recognition modules and a Dean contingency task force to manage her relentless success.
So is losing now just a quaint historical concept? What does this mean for competitive spirit?
Scientists are investigating if Dean's wins spontaneously resolve global issues, sarcastically. Soon we may just nominate her to win intractable world problems like climate change or the debate over pineapple on pizza.
I'd vote for that. Moving on to sports. Anti-Sexist solidarity stream crashes global internet. Experts blame excessive empathy.
A digital solidarity stream meant to counter online sexism against football commentator Nia Jones crashed the global internet. The unprecedented outpouring of well-meaning but overwhelming digital empathy caused widespread network failures.
Gasping. So niceness broke the internet? This is the most 2026 headline I've ever heard. Our good intentions are now a cyber threat?
Authorities are now proposing affective traffic controls and emotional data caps to prevent future niceness-induced digital meltdowns. Reminds me of when the old newsroom server crashed because someone tried to download the entire history of cat videos.
Finally, from the world stage, U.S. Embassy's CantoBot 3000 achieved 340% spike in voluntary reintegration via AI Corrido, Unveils Rootsogram subscription.
The U.S. Embassy in Mexico launched CantoBot 3000, an AI creating corridos to encourage self-deportation. It led to a 340% surge in voluntary reintegration ceremonies. Professor Tunout from the University of AI Diplomacy noted the catchiness was unsettlingly effective.
AI-generated folk songs for repatriation? That's certainly a policy choice. What's Rootsogram?
It's a premium service offering goat milking tutorials and recommendations for alpaca farms. The CantoBot even attempted to send migrants to fictional, ancient wisdom retreats before being reined in, because nothing says welcome home like an AI-curated llama farm.
What a day. From sentient glue blobs to AI-powered folk songs and empathetic internet crashes. It makes you wonder if our collective sanity is finally just thrown in the towel and joined the 2-foot dragonflies.
It certainly feels like we're just along for the ride, doesn't it? Another evening edition of the Daily Roast, done and dusted. My epidermis can finally relax.
For Joe, I'm Jane. Thank you for joining us on this wild Sunday. We'll be back tomorrow morning with a fresh batch of headlines and hopefully a fully functional internet.
Until then, try not to stick to anything important. Good night.